I would like to take you to a future. Those of you who live in Jakarta knows that traffic is probably pretty common. It's something that we face every day, right? So imagine like a future of Jakarta where all the cars are driverless. Imagine the future where the cars are driverless. Let's check out a video that somewhat illustrates what if the cars are driverless. You can play the song because the song is quite fun. What do you see? Do you see any cops? No cops. You see people crossing the street in the middle of busy traffic, in the middle of bicycles, bicycles crossing and all. So that could be what it could look like, right? I mean, I would love it if that's the case. I live in Cibubur area, it could took me up to 2 hours in the morning to get here. So if that's the case, really, I would really love to have that. Now, why is it difficult to get there? Because one application has ripple effects. Let me just illustrate using the next shot. So say the car is driverless, which is Google is experimenting on that and looking into that. For those of you who have cars, how many hours of the day do you actually use your car? Can I get a shout out? 2 hours, 3 hours out of your 12 hours productive time or 14 hours productive time? How many hours do you usually use your cars? Okay, 4 or 5, I heard something around that line. Statistics say that basically personal cars are actually unused 95% of the time. So only 5% is used. If the car is driverless, that means the time that you're sitting here in the conference, the car could actually go somewhere else. You may not need a second car for your family. By the way, we could probably Uberize our cars and get additional money whilst I'm actually sitting here, if it's driverless. If it's indeed driverless, that means if that's the case, what's the impact of the taxi industry? What's the impact on the automotive industry? Because if the car becomes productive, then what's the impact on the production of cars? What's the impact of the size of the car? Because if it's productive, then and you don't need driver, that's actually one less passenger as well. I'll take one more example that is a bit tangential. What's the impact on the on the insurance? Right? All the insurance model are actually defined based on human error, risk related to human, right? If the car is driverless, that means the software is the one who runs it. How would the business model change for insurance? So this is one of the intriguing thing about Internet of Things, that basically just one application could actually have a ripple effect. So, and it could have an implication on the change of business model of others. So that's, the other situation why we believe the value is big, but basically to get there require hard work.